Bye-bye, baby. Let me call you a valet. Go and stay at your friend's house or something. Oh, hey guys. Just singing on to Mariah's new amazing album, Caution. You want a review? Oh my god, well why didn't you say so? Come on, let's go and review it. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog, and today we're going to be talking about reviewing, reacting to Mariah Carey's new album, Caution. So, everyone get settled down, get yourself a glass of wine, a shot of Remy, a bottle of, what was that stuff called again now? A bottle of Camus, and we'll get started. So, cheers, and here is to Mariah's new album, Caution. As with the last album, I'll be giving each track a star out of 5. So we'll start with the title, no, we won't start with the title track. We will start with the first song on the album. I was going to review Mariah's albums chronologically, but I was so excited about the new album that I decided to review this one and the debut album, and then I will review all the other albums after that. So yeah, so we'll start with the first song on the album, which is GTFO. Okay. So GTFO, in case you don't know, you're wondering, I mean, if you're a Mariah fan, if you've heard the song, you'll know what it stands for. So GTFO stands for Get the Beep Out. I don't know if I can beep that afterwards or not, probably not. But GTFO, when I first heard about the song, I thought it was going to be, well, I didn't believe she was going to do it at first because I'd heard it somewhere on a Facebook page that I follow, and I thought, is she going to do that? It just doesn't sound like, even though she swears in her songs, like, it's more like a kind of kids at a playground kind of swearing. It's not, to me, she doesn't like take it seriously. So I know she swears in past songs, but I didn't think she would make it like make a title out of it. But she did, and it worked. So all's good, all's good and well, all's fair and something or other. I don't know what the saying is, but yeah. So when I first heard it, I did think, well, I did like it when I first heard it, but I wasn't so sure about the swearing. But then after a while you tend to forget that she's swearing because it doesn't sound like, I don't know, when you listen to it, it doesn't sound like she's swearing to me. It's just like, you have to remind yourself, oh yeah, she's swearing in this. It's just because the song's so chill, it's so vibey, it's great. So it's one of my favourites. I did a review of the song singularly on one of my other vlog posts, so I'll move swiftly on to the next one, but I would give this song definitely a 5 out of 5 for the album because I've played it so many times. I really love this song. So the next song on the album is a ballad, With You. So when I first heard this song, I did think the piano was a bit blunt when I first heard it, and I wasn't keen on the kind of zombie dog rapper man at the front. It just sounds like he's making some kind of weird sound, like he's choking on something, I don't know, but I wasn't that keen on him, and it kind of gave me the impression that she'd, I don't know, borrowed the track off, like, where she'd downloaded the track off somewhere and just sung over it, like you know, used a sample or something, but like an instrumental beat from somewhere and then just like sung over it like an amateur. But as you listen to the song more and more, it does sound really good. The lyrics are great. It's I wouldn't like to say who the song's actually about because a lot of the time she's not always writing autobiographical, so it could be that she's thought of a theme and just gone with that. But yeah, I did like the song. I like it a lot more as it progresses into the chorus and the ending. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's the best ballad on the album, but it's definitely up there because there is another ballad on the album which is amazing. So for that one, I'd say maybe a 4 out of 5, just because of that weird noise at the beginning. I just don't like the point. I just don't see what the point in him at the front was. Apart from that, it must be his track, and he's just like trying to sell it. I don't know. So yeah, I wasn't that keen on that bit, so that's why I would give it a 4. So the next song is the title track from the album, and that is called Caution. If you can hear that, it starts off quite subdued, quite quiet. So that's Caution, and that is one of my favourite songs on the album. It's quite vibey. It's quite like GTFO. I love it when the chorus kicks in and you hear quite it's quite a good chorus to me. I don't know if I can... Yeah, so it is quite a good song, that one. It's one of my favourites off the album. It's very reminiscent of... The whole album is very reminiscent of Daydream Music Box in the respect that she doesn't overuse her high C's. She doesn't have loads of rappers on this album. So for me it's quite... Not that I've got a problem with rappers, it's just that I feel like we've got to get through the rappers to get to the next bit, which is the good bit. So it's not like I don't mind them, but I don't see a point in it either. It's not... Rap isn't really my genre, so... Unless it's debut Mariah rap. So for that one I would give a 5 out of 5 stars again. So the next song on the album is probably one of the dancier tracks, maybe pushed as a single maybe, depending on... I wouldn't like to say if she will push it as a single or not, but it's good enough to be one. So the next song is No. So that's apparently got a sample of a Little Kim song. I can't remember what the song's called now. I probably won't edit it in afterwards either, so it's one of those things you'll probably have to research. I mean, it's not that hard to find out, but I just... CBA. That's my next song, CBA. So No. It's a really good song. The lyrics are really good. It's almost it's like sassy Mariah again, which we're all quite enamoured with, is a sassy Mariah. So yeah, No, it's a good dance track. Really upbeat, dancey, not vibey, but yeah, it's a good one. I would give that again, I'd say maybe a 5 out of 5, just because I've listened to it that many times and I love it. So the next song on the album, it's explicit apparently, so why isn't it... Oh no, it does. Gosh, it says explicit about With You. Oh yeah, With You, she does swear on that one, doesn't she? Yeah. So the next song on the album is called The Distance. So I don't really get the football theme of it. I don't really get the cheerleading thing. I'm not sure what that's about. I mean, there probably is an obvious explanation for it, but I can't work it out. So if anyone wants to enlighten me on that one, I would really appreciate it. But apart from that, it's a good song. I love the beat to it. It's very not dancey. It's kind of like boppy. Should we say? Is it boppy? Is that a word you would use? No. What's like not dancey but not vibey? What's like in between that? Because it's kind of like that anyway. But the beat's good, the lyrics are good. Not that keen on the... Is it that one? Oh no, it's the one before that. Damn it. The one thing I was going to mention about a No is that halfway through with the rapper, it kind of sounds like like half there and half not there. It's like he's on his way out of the studio or something. It's just like, it's a bit weird in the respect that it's quite low compared to the rest of the music. So I'm not really sure what that was about, whether that was an intention of theirs or not, but it just sounded a bit weird to me in the mix when I was listening to it. Back onto The Distance. Yeah, the rap, did we like? No, actually I think I did like the rap in The Distance actually. I'm quite keen on T.Y. Dolla $ign. I think he's quite a good rapper actually. I do quite enjoy the rap on that one. So which one was it? There was another one. I think it's, yeah, so we'll wait for that before we get into it. So The Distance, I would probably give that I'd say a 4 out of 5, just because I don't listen to it as much as the other ones. But again, I don't know why I don't listen to it as much as the others. Maybe, I don't know why I don't listen to it as much as the other ones, but I just don't connect with it as much. So that's why I would give it a 4, but it is a good song. Still album worthy. So the next song is, oh, yeah, this is one of the things that I don't like. Yeah, that's one of the things I don't like about that song. Instantly, as soon as I heard it, it was like, oh, I just don't get it. Is it a sample from a film? It sounds a bit like Eddie Murphy, to be fair. Or maybe like Donkey out of Shrek. So I don't really know what the reference is for that one, for the beginning of that, but I just wasn't that keen on it. And then the song itself is called Giving Me Life. I think it's called, is it called just Giving Me Life? Yeah, so it's just called Giving Me Life. So I have a few issues with the song. The main one is that it's got a kind of drony B sound all the way through it. Like, almost like, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, can you just hear that? Like, drony B sound. It's like, I think it must be the bass or something, but it's just such a weird, annoying sound. It kind of goes on for too long and then kicks into the next part of that sound, which isn't as bad, but it just drones on too long before it gets to that bit. So that to me put me off again once I'd heard the man at the beginning shouting, which was just like, I don't get the whole shouty man thing. So that put me off. Then the whiny B sound put me off. And then there's kind of like a rapper in it. I don't know what the rapper's name is. It's either going to be Slick Rick or Blood Orange. I don't know if they're both a rapper. I think maybe it might be Slick Rick. But it kind of sounds a bit like his tongue's too big for his mouth or something. I don't know. The way he talks, he just sounds a bit like, or like he's speaking with his mouth full or something. I just don't know. I just didn't like that either. So the whole song, and then the title of the song, Giving Me Life. And it's everything. That's kind of like, it's such a makeup guru thing to say. You know, it's like, oh my god, these shades are giving me life. This lipstick is everything. It's like, so I just didn't like the whole concept of that song. It's probably someone's favourite on the album. I'm not knocking anyone that does like it. For me, it just didn't sound, something just didn't sound right about it. But Mariah, as usual, sounds on point. And that's all I can really ask for a Mariah song. So for that one, I'd have to give it about a 2 out of 5, just because of those reasons that I stated. So the next song is, I like the way this started, to be fair. I thought it was kind of trippy, very. So this one's called One Mo Again, which I'm assuming, well I'm not assuming, I read somewhere that it means one more time, once more again or something like that, like one more time, which, to be fair, she probably could have fitted once more again in there instead, or one more time. She could have called it One More Time or something, I just don't know. But I wasn't that keen on the actual title of the song, but that's just because I don't get the whole, obviously anyone that knows me, or anyone that watches my videos will tell that I'm not down with street talk, so, or whatever talk it is that we're talking on this. But yeah, One Mo Again. I'm assuming that it's just about getting it in, getting it in one mo again. I don't know. The concept of the song just is a bit lost on me, to be fair. I think it's but then when I first heard the music, I thought it sounds good, and then it goes into the chorus, and I just have to remind myself, because it's not one of the ones I listen to. Yes, I did like the song basically, but there was just a couple of points in the song that can you say that I just wasn't, yeah? That I just wasn't keen on. So for One Mo Again, I don't even like saying the title, One Mo Again, just sounds weird. So I would give that maybe a 3 out of 5, just because I do like it, but some bits put me off. On to the next one, which is another one of my favourites. As soon as I heard this song, I loved it, because it just sounds so vibey again. I must be into vibey music. Maybe I should start listening to Enya or something. And but yeah, so I do like that song. I don't get the reference as such regarding it being called 8th Grade, which is what the song's called. Obviously. So I didn't get the reference for that. I don't understand the lyrics going with it, unless I'm reading them wrong. I don't know. But I don't get what it's got to do with 8th grade. I mean, I don't know what 8th grade even is in America. I don't know what any grade is in England, to be honest. Yeah, there's a bit of talk about smoking it and stuff, and I'm just thinking, I suppose people do smoke at school, don't they? So I don't know. But I actually like the song itself. It's very reminiscent of something you'd hear on Daydream for me. It's especially like towards the end. I think that's the one where it kind of could sound a bit like Do You Think of Me from Music Box, the B-side to Dream Lover. Yeah. So I'd say a mixture between Do You Think of Me and Slipping Away, those kind of songs, that's what it reminds me of, and I really liked that song. So 8th grade, I'd definitely give that a 5 out of 5. The next song, Stay Long Love You. I don't feel like I've ever actually said that title before. Stay Long Love You, featuring Gunna. Now, I don't know if I actually remember there being let's just play it. Yeah, Stay Long Love You. So I do kind of recognise it. It's one of the ones I don't play that often, but I do like this one. Yeah, it's the one. Yeah, I do like this one. I like the lyrics to it. I like the music. I don't think the rapper's too offensive to listen to. It doesn't bother me. It's a very good. I'd say that's a bop. It's a good bop, one that you can rock out to in your car when you're driving on your errands or wherever you guys drive off to. So yeah, I'd say that's a good one. What should we give that one? About a 4 out of 5, because it is a good one. I do like that one. But then we have the official last song of the album, the main album, not the one that's the Japanese album, because they get an extra track, which is a bit annoying because everyone seems to love the extra track that no one gets, which is a bit ridiculous. But the final track of the album officially is Portrait. So Portrait probably is one of my favourite tracks on the album. It's ballady. It's quite reminiscent of something that I think you'd hear on the Glitter album. It's got a bit of just some of the musicality of it just sounds a bit like something you would have heard on Glitter. But then also it could have easily been heard on The Emancipation of Mimi, something like that. Are both amazing albums, and I'm so glad that we got it to #1 in the iTunes chart, which is like hashtag Justice for Glitter, if anyone was part of that, which you should have been. We just need justice for Caution now, because it's such an amazing album. And Portrait is one of my favourite songs on the album, so I would give that a 5 out of 5 as well. The only track that the only track that we're waiting for now, which should have been included, the last song that is not available to everyone on the album, is Runway, which I've heard a couple of times. It's not really a song that I'm that keen on. It uses a sample of Butterfly, just the bit where she's like, how it feels to fly, and just that whole run. So it kind of just repeats that sample all the way through the song. And even though the song sounds good, if you could take that part out, it's not really a big enough a song for me to be too worried about not hearing anytime soon. I tried listening to it a couple of times, and it's just that sample just overtakes the whole thing. I just can't hear past it. I can't switch off from that. So that song itself, I would say I probably would have given it about a 3, but maybe it would have gone up to a 4 if they'd taken that sample out. But I get that she's done it for the Lambs, so that's my review for Mariah Carey's Caution. Thanks for watching, and if you have any thoughts of your own that you'd like to share, let me know in the comment section. Probably we'll be reviewing the rest of Mariah's albums, but we'll just have to see how it goes. So yeah, thank you for watching everyone, and I will speak to you all again soon. Bye.